Just like we did with arithmetic sequences, we are going to build our explicit rule for our geometric sequences in this lesson. So we're going to start by writing out a geometric sequence in detail, and we want to do this to see if we can come up with a rule so we can find any number in the sequence. As you realize, these geometric sequences get very large very quickly, so it's a good idea to have a way to get right to the value we want rather than having to write a very long list or 25 numbers to find the 25th term. So we're going to start by finding the first 6 terms in a sequence where, and there's a small typo right here, this should be r equals 3, not arithmetic, and a of sub 1 equals 11. So this is going to be a very large sequence. We're going to start with a of 1, like it says, is 11. And then the rule says that we start with that first term and we multiply our common ratio to it to get our second term. So that would be 33 here. For a of 3, we would take that 11 times the 3 and multiply another 3. And you're probably wondering, why didn't I just multiply the 3 to the 33? I'm trying to establish a pattern here. So really that would be 11 times 9, which we're now up to 99. For my next value, I'd have 11, and I'd be multiplying one more 3. So this is the pattern that's happening each time. For this one, I now have 297 is my 4th term in this sequence. And if I do this one more time, 11 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 gives me 891. And if I add one more 3, notice I have 5 3s. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. This time I get a whopping 2,673. Let's go back to what I was just talking about with these 5 3s. I could have written this instead as an exponent, 11 times 3 to the 5th. And the one prior to that, I could have written this instead as 11 times 3 to the 4th, and so on. So is there a rule here? And there definitely is. Let's take a look right here. Does this exponent relate back to my nth term? And there is a relationship. The exponent is always 1 less than the number of the term. So in other words, let's say I wanted to find a sub 7. So another way of doing this would be to say 11 times 3 to the 6, because 6 is 1 less than 7, and I could get that next number, which is 8,019. So as a review, an explicit rule of a sequence finds the nth term of the sequence for an arithmetic sequence. Oh, and once again, sorry, this is what happens when you use old notes. Geometric. The rule is to find any number in our sequence. We take that first number. Remember, we started with 11, so a sub 1 was our 11. We're going to times that by our common ratio raised to that n minus 1. So let's see if we can find the 12th term and the 25th term from the sequence above. Remember, our a sub 1 is 11 and our r was 3. So if I want to find a sub 12, then that's going to equal 11 times 3 raised to the 12 minus 1, or in other words, that's going to be 11 times 3 to the 11th. And this is going to be a huge number. It's 1,948,617. The next value we are looking for should be enormous, a sub 425, so the 25th number in this sequence. That's going to be 11 times that 3. 1 minus 25 is 24. I'm not even going to try to read this 13-digit number to you. I think that would be in the trillions. It's 3 trillion, something really big. But you can see that these geometric systems really do get very large very quickly. So on the next video, I'm just going to show you how you can work these out on your own.